right, so we read this story, A Day, a Night in the Desert. What was awesome about it was it showed us the times that we're working on our clocks, the different times of day, and our desert animals. We're going to think about ideas from different parts of this book, different parts of the text, and put them together to form a new idea. So we're going to draw how each animal survives in the desert. The first animal is a desert tortoise. Who can remember how the animal survives in the desert when we read the story?
The shell keeps him cool.
The shell keeps him cool, yes. So right here, go ahead and draw a turtle shell. And write oh, one sound goes double consonant again, shell. So a desert tortoise's shell keeps him cool. We learned about that over here at noon. It was really hot out in the desert. Said, a desert tortoise searches for flowers, leaves, and grasses. Its tough shell helps keep it cool. Very good. God bless you. So that is how the desert survives in a very hot desert. Or the tortoise survives in a very hot desert. Okay, we also learned how the antelope ground squirrel survives. That's actually the next page at 3 o'clock p.m. What did that squirrel use to help him survive in the desert? Aiden. His tail. By afternoon, the desert air is very hot. Most animals stay out of the sun, but the antelope ground squirrel does not seem to mind. It scampers across the desert floor, gathering seeds and fruits and insects. Its tail shades its body like an umbrella. So you can go ahead and just draw a big bushy tail there and write tail. T-A-I. There's a vowel here there, A-I. Ale.
Let me fix that tail. That kind of looks like fire.
It's my tail. I do my best. Start thinking about another animal that we maybe read about. And how they keep cool. What do they do to keep cool in the desert?
Oh.
Oh, I did tell you the fun fact about the jackrabbit. Do you remember that one? The fun fact?
Oh, yeah.
Remember I said fun fact, the jackrabbit's large ears help it to stay cool. So blood flowing through the ears allow extra body heat to pass into the outside air. So we can do the jackrabbit up here. We can write jackrabbit. There's a lot of other animals too, but this one was a good fun fact one. Jack, and then rabbit. R-A-B-B-I-T. Try your best to fit it. If not, you can fit it underneath. And then we can just draw a big ear. And write ears. E-A-R-S. Ears. Keep it cool. You fit it. That's wonderful. So when we put this all together, now there's different parts from the story. We knew that the shell kept the tortoise cool. The tail of an antelope ground squirrel helps keep him cool in the hot sun. And a jackrabbit's ears help to keep him cool. So when we put it together, tell me, how do animals survive in the desert? How do they survive in the desert? What do they have that helps them survive?
Shell.
Okay. Okay, so they all have different what?
Stuff.
Different stuff. What can we call that stuff? Okay, so they help them to keep cool, yes, but what would we call these? We wouldn't just call them stuff, what could we call them?
Body parts.
Body parts. They have different body parts that help keep them cool. So if we put it together, all the things we learned of the different animals, they have different, we can say body parts. So we can write different body parts. We can just write, let's see, yeah, different. That's a big word. I was trying to think of something easier to write, but body parts. Body parts. Which helps them stay cool. Stay cool. We'll do it so it's not a complete sentence, so you don't have to write even more. Yes, Aiden.
How do cactuses grow without water?
Well, cactuses are special plants. Remember when we learned in
they
science
store
about
water.
cactuses?
They store
Yeah, what do
water.
you remember about them, Jack?
They store water
They
inside
store
them.
water inside, so when it rains, remember, it barely rains, so less than 10 inches of rain a year. When it does rain, the cactus
store water.
stores the water inside of it. So that is how